and welcome. Thanks for joining me today for your thighs and legs class. The only equipment you will need is a Pilates ball, so grab it if you've got one. If you do not have one, no worries at all. If you've got like a small pillow you want to use, go ahead and grab it. If you don't have anything that you can kind of use, don't even worry about it. I'll walk you through some steps and modifications that you can use if you do not have anything. You can totally do this workout without it. So with that being said, that's all you'll need. Make sure it's close by, and then we'll get started. All right, go ahead and make your way up to standing. Give yourself some space here. Feet are gonna start hip width. Take a soft bend through the knees. Arms reach long by your sides. Palms are forward. Maybe close your eyes here. Standing up nice and tall through the spine. Just taking a couple breaths, really settling into this moment. Maybe set an intention for your class today. What's one thing you want to accomplish? All right, go ahead and open your eyes slowly. Big inhales. You reach both arms all the way up to the ceiling. And then exhale, drop it into a forward fold. All right, from here, just start to slowly bend and extend one knee at a time. You should feel this in your hamstrings here. It's getting a little bit looser here, so take that bend as deep as you need to. Maybe it's big, maybe it's small. Maybe add a little rock into the hips, into the shoulders, maybe into your neck. Just really getting loose and warmed up here. All right, go ahead, bring both legs straight. Now come back to that forward fold. And now bend your right knee, keep your left leg straight. Right hand stays on the floor. You're gonna reach your left arm up to the ceiling and just hold. So really reach through your fingertips. Lower down, we'll switch that out. So bend your left knee, extend your right leg. Left arm down, right arm this time reaches up to the sky. Big reach up here. And then one more time, back down into your forward fold. So both legs are straight now. Maybe getting a little bit closer to your legs. All right, from here, you're gonna step your right leg all the way back. Drop it down to your knees. You should be in a lunge. Flatten out your foot. Just really press your hips forward here. Now slowly start to shift the hips back. Extend your left leg, flex your foot, and drop your chest. All right, we're gonna do this a couple more times, a little bit faster here. So inhale, forward into that low lunge. Now exhale, press back into your runner's lunge. Again, inhale, press forward. Exhale, shift it back. Two more times. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Last time. Inhale, forward. Really press those hips. Exhale, lower down. Get a little bit closer into your thigh. And now go ahead forward all the way back into your low lunge. You're going to bring both of your hands inside your foot and then heel toe your left foot out slightly wider than your shoulder, coming into this lizard lunge. So you're going to think about pressing your hips down and forward. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can start to roll to the outside of your left foot. Let your knee kind of drop out to the side. Maybe you give it a little press. Feel free to stay right here. Or bring your foot back down, flat. Right heel is going to come into your seat now. Left hand reaches back. Maybe grab your foot if it's available to you. Just pulling in close. Really feel a stretch to the top of your right thigh. Still pressing your hips down and forward. All right, go ahead, release your foot. Bring your hands back down to the floor. Flatten out your left foot, it is not already. And then curl your right toes underneath. You're gonna squeeze to lift your knee off the floor. So your right leg is long and straight here. From here, you're just gonna shift forward and back on your right foot. So just tiny movements here. You should feel this deep into your hip flexors. All right, give me one more. All right, from here, you're gonna step all the way back into your forward fold. This time, feet together, legs are zipped. Take a deep bend in your knee, lift your chest, lift your arms, stay low through the thighs. So coming into that chair pose, get low through the hips. Not here for long, you gotta keep breathing. Back to that forward fold. All right, take a breath here, reset. We'll do it again on the left side. All right, go ahead, step your left leg all the way back, coming into your low lunge. So drop the knee, flatten the foot. Your hands are on either side of your foot to get started here. Shift the hips forward. And then exhale back into that runner's lunge, leg is straight, foot is flexed. A couple more times here. Inhale forward. And exhale, press it back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. 2 more times. All right, give me 1 more deep. Shift it back as you exhale. And then shift right back into that low lunge. From here, hands come inside, line up with your shoulders, and then heel toe your right foot out slightly wider. All right, we're in this lizard's pose now, so maybe here is just what you need this morning. You can also roll to the outside of your right foot, maybe press that knee out a little bit wider. If you do need a deeper stretch, you can always drop down to both forearms, but just take it easy here. This is still your warm-up. All right, we're gonna take that quad stretch, so maybe you stay right here with the foot on the side, reach back for your left foot, maybe you flatten the foot. Don't rush anything, don't push anything. You just want to feel a nice opening through the hips and the quad. Just a gentle stretch here. No pain, no sharpness, nothing like that. Carefully release the foot, hands come back to the floor. You're gonna curl your left toes underneath, but squeeze up into your full lizard. So now your right foot is flat on the floor. You're on your left foot. Left heel is lifted, leg is straight and strong. Go ahead and start to do those little shifts forward and back. So it's really just a rocking motion here. You want to keep your left leg straight. All right, 1 more here. All right, go ahead, press more weight into your front foot. Step into that forward fold. Legs are zipped together. Get a little bit closer here. Now we're gonna come back to that chair. So bend your knees, lift the chest, arms up, sink low through your seat. Get just a little bit lower than you were the first time. And then exhale, drop back down to your forward fold. Soften through the knees. Go ahead, stand all the way up. At the top, bigger reach through your fingertips. And exhale, arms by your side. All right, stay standing. Just walk your feet out wider than your hips. Your toes are gonna be facing forward to start. Take your hands to prayer. Elbows are out nice and wide. You're gonna lunge it side to side. So you'll start to bend one knee at a time, sinking low towards that knee. Other leg is nice and straight. So you should feel the stretch right through the inner thigh here. Your speed, your tempo. You can take it nice and slow. Speed it up if you need to. The wider your feet are, the deeper you're gonna be able to bend. Just make sure that knee that is bending is stacked right over your ankle. All right, take 1 more each side. All right, go ahead, stay center, stand all the way up. You're gonna pivot your toes slightly outward. Arms will reach up overhead. And then just start to sink your seat low back. Stay flat, get low. Stand up, arms lower down. So again, inhale, lower down, arms up. Exhale, stand up, arms down. You got it. Couple more. Maybe getting a little bit lower each time you sink down. Last one. I want you to hold nice and low. Keep breathing, keep reaching. And now bring your hands to the inside of your thighs. You're gonna take a slight hinge forward from your waist. Drop your right shoulder, twist it over your left. Maybe press your knees out if that feels good. And then other side. All right, come back through center, stay low. Just bring your toes back forward here. Straighten out the legs and come down to a wide-legged forward fold. From here, clasp your hands behind your back, arms reach up, let them fall forward, think overhead. Little stretch for the chest here, for the shoulders, as well as your thighs. Carefully release your hands to the floor. You're gonna heel toe your feet all the way back in, coming into your forward fold. So either hip width apart or zip together, whatever feels better for you this morning, this afternoon, this evening. Soften in your knees, 1 vertebrae at a time. You are gonna stand all the way up. All right, let's go ahead and get started. You can stay right where you are. Bring your heels together, toes apart. Arms back, hands back to that prayer position, elbows wide. You're gonna step back to a curtsy lunge with your right foot. We got a big combo here. So right leg steps to a lunge, hinge forward, rainbow the leg up, tap the side, up, tap back, back to your lunge, then lift to your leg. So let's do that again. So think back, curtsy, hinge extend, toe taps forward, tap back, lunge, lift. Curtsy, hinge, tap, tap, lunge, stand up and lift. You got it. Couple more. Lunge, hinge, tap forward, tap back, lunge, stand, lift the leg. Keep that going really slow. Really find that balance and stability through the left leg. Leg lifts straight in line with your hip. All right, one more. Full set. All right, on this next one, you're gonna catch that lunge. Just hinge, extend the leg, bend back to that lunge. So you wanna stay low through your front leg. Just think about hinging forward from the hips. Leg goes straight. You got a couple more. Feel that burn to the left leg starting to build here. 2 more. All right, on this next, we're gonna catch that hinge forward, stay low through the left thigh, again with the tap. So rainbow the leg up and forward, up and back. So light taps of your toes, lots of stability through that left leg. It's okay if you fall out, just get right back into it. Challenge is to stay nice and low, maybe deepen the bend here. All right, this next one, leg stays forward, big lift up to the side. So lift, back down to the floor. Lift, lower tap. Again, leg is straight, almost out of this side. Let that left leg burn. Whew. All right, this next one, leg stays up, just little tiny lifts, you got it. Couple more. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Lower down, shake it out. Same exact thing to the other side. So we're gonna start back up, heels together, toes apart, hands out prayer. You're starting with that big combo. So left leg steps to that lunge, hinge forward, toe taps forward, tap back, hinge, stand, and lift. So back to that lunge, hinge, extend, tap it forward, tap it back, lunge, lift up to the side. You got it. Keep that going. That was your halfway point, getting 4 more strong. A little bit lower through that front leg, little lighter taps of the toes. 3 more, you got it. So back to that lunge, hinge forward, tap the toes forward and back, lunge, stand up, last full set. Make it your best, your strongest. All right, we're gonna catch that lunge, just hinge, extend, lift to your lunge. So hinge forward, leg goes straight, bend to your lunge. Really getting low as you come back, so your left knee's going low to the carpet. Whew, you got it. Keep moving, keep breathing. Maybe your pressure palms a little bit tighter together here. All right, this next we're gonna catch that hinge, and then we're gonna put the leg up and back, up and forward, up and back. So little taps of the toes. You wanna keep your legs straight here. So think about working through the outer side glute muscle here to lift the leg. Couple more. All right, this next we're gonna catch it for a big lift up to the side, tap back down, lift and lower. Remember, leg is straight here, really burning out through the right side as well. It's doing a lot of supporting work. It's normal to feel a little burn. 2 more. All right, catch this one up, little lifts up, you got it. This is where you finish your series of 1. Leg a little bit straighter, deeper bend through the right leg. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew, nice work, y'all. All right, now is where I want you to grab your Pilates ball if you have it. If not, no worries, I'll walk you through the steps if you don't have it. If you do have that pillow, perfect time to use it. All right, you wanna make sure you're over with somewhere where you can hold onto a wall, a chair, a tabletop, counter, whatever, just a little bit of support for you. So go ahead, turn your left side into that support. Feet are hip width to start. You're gonna kickstand your right foot slightly behind your left. So ball of the foot is on the floor, heel is lifted. Your ball, your pillow is gonna go underneath your right heel. So if you don't have anything, you're just gonna keep your heel lifted, totally fine. All right, soften through both knees, keep your body squared forward, right hand to your head, elbow wide. Draw your abs in, you're gonna take it down 2 counts, so think lower. For 2, then lift. For 2, seat down. 2, then up. For 2. So you should feel this right away through the tops of your thighs. Back is lowering down nice and flat, just like you're sliding down against a wall. Keep your abs nice and tight and in. You gotta keep it going. Last one. All right, hold about halfway. Now take it down and up. You lower and lift. So I think a little bit smaller of a movement, little smaller range here. Really squeeze the tops of your thighs. Let them start to burn out here. If you start to shake, that's okay. Stay in it as long as you can. That's where your muscles are starting to change, starting to strengthen. You're gonna push past that fatigue. 2 more. All right, little change, you got 4 moves. You wanna pulse 2 times, then tuck 2 times. So think pulse, pulse, hips, tuck, and tuck. With that tuck, you're gonna rotate and rock your hips back. Think about lengthening through the tops of your thighs with each tuck. Whew. Deep burn in the quads, you got it, keep it going. Couple more. Last one. All right, you're gonna stay low in that pulse, just hinge forward for 2, then lift your chest for 2. So you wanna stay nice and low and stoop the lower half of your body. Think about slightly pressing your hips back as the upper body comes forward. You got it. Goal is to stay low through your thighs, so maybe you challenge yourself, sink just a little bit lower. You can. You are strong. Whew. All right, here's that challenge. You're gonna catch that hinge. Now your front heel lifts up, then lower. So left heel lifts, then tap down. Couple more. Almost out of this side. All right, stay on your tippy toe, just pulse down through both thighs. So think pulse and pulse. All right, strong 10 right here. Go 1, 2, 3, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You did it. All right, halfway done, we gotta do it on the other side. So go ahead, grab your ball. You're gonna swivel so that your left side now, right side, is into your support. I hope I said right side or left side first. If I didn't, just switch sides. You know what you're doing. All right, feet are hip width to start. You're gonna kickstand that outside foot. So everybody, you're standing, outside foot kickstands behind, ball of the foot to the floor, heel is lifted. If you don't have a ball or equipment, this is where you'll stay. If you do, go ahead and place it underneath that heel. Soften through your knees, square your body forward, left hand or outside hand to your head, elbow wide. Abs are in, take it down for 2. So you lower for 2, lift it up for 2. Really fight to get low. 2 counts each way. So it's nice and slow. It's slower, but you can get a little bit lower here. That's the point. Really challenge the tops of your thighs. Couple more. One more. All right, as you lift back up, hold halfway, a little smaller range, take it down, then up. Seat lowers and lifts. Remember, your back should be nice and flat, so you're keeping your abs in, navel pulls to your spine, slight heavy tailbone. You got it, keep moving. All right, new combo. You pulse, pulse, hips tuck, tuck. So take it down, down further, hips tuck, and tuck. Couple more. You can do it. We got this. All right, final one. Hold that tuck. You hinge forward for 2. Lift up for 2. Again, press the hips back as you drop the chest, keeping that long spine. So it is really a hinge. You don't want to bend through the back here. All right, so you can see go 1 inch lower through the thighs and stay there while you hinge. Whew. All right, on this next one, you're gonna catch that hinge forward. Your front heel lifts, lowers, high, tippy toe, flat foot. So really finding your highest heel. Ball of the foot squeezes and presses into the carpet or floor, wherever you are working, mat. If you find that shaking point, stay right there, fight for it. If you haven't, maybe lower down 1 more inch. Find your shake this morning or afternoon or evening. All right, stay lifted, just pulse it out to finish. You pulse and pulse. If you want a little challenge this time, maybe you take both hands to your head, big balance push. Give me 10 more. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, a little lower, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome work. All right, we're gonna use the ball again, so go ahead, grab it. If you do not have your ball, don't worry about it. We're just gonna hold it in our hands, so you can either keep your hands at prayer or just pretend you're holding something. All right, we are starting with our feet out wider than your hips. Turn your toes out slightly. Ball comes in between your hands. Start it at your chest, elbows wide. Pull your abs in, take that heavy tailbone. Lower down as you lift your arms up overhead. So think lower, lift for 2, then stand up, pull 2. Lower, arms reach up, lift, arms pull down. So again, back is flat, tailbone dropping straight down to the floor. You should feel this in your inner and outer thighs. Little bonus shoulder work here. Couple more. Maybe drop it a little bit lower, press your knees open slightly. Yes, you got it. All right, this next one, we're gonna hold it low, arms up overhead, rock your right tippy toe. You lift, switch, hold. Switch, freeze. So one of your heels lifts and the other one lowers, and then you just hold. So low through the thighs. Couple more, we're gonna speed it up, add a pulse down. 2 more. Speed it up, add that pulse. So heels lift, switch as I see pulses and pulses. Beautiful, you got it. Couple more, keep going. Stay with me. All right, this next, you're gonna stay on the right tippy toe for a move. Pull the ball to your chest, twist the right, twist center, reach up. So pull, twist, come center, reach overhead. So when you twist, you wanna twist through the midsection, so right through your belly button. Lower body does not move at all. Sink 1 inch lower just because you get to. You're able, you can. 1 more. All right, hold the ball up, lower the right heel, rise your left tippy toe, same thing. You lower, twist left, twist center, reach up. So pull, twist, center, up overhead. All right, if you lift it up slightly through the thighs, now's your chance. Get a little bit lower, sink back down. Just 1 more push for your inner and outer thighs here. 1 more. All right, ball stays up, rise to both tippy toes. Just squeeze the ball as you pulse your thighs. So squeeze, pulse, squeeze, pulse. All right, strong 10. Here's 1. Get low. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower down. If you've got that ball, go ahead, place it off to the side. Step in, maybe shake your legs out. Good news. We've got 1 more section to go, and we're gonna stay on the floor. So when you are ready, you're just gonna drop down onto your knees. We'll start upright here. So knees come out slightly wider than your hips, just slightly. Feet together behind your back, toes together, feet pressed down into the floor, and then hands are gonna come to prayer. Pull your abs in, slight heavy tailbone. Start with a hinge back, so you hinge back for 2, lift it up for 2. So as you hinge, you're just bending back through the knees. Your body stays nice and flat. Think about going to a diagonal line. Last push right here, all of class. You can do it. Stay strong. Remember your intention you set at the beginning of class. Remember your why. All right, this next hinge, we're gonna catch it back nice and low. You twist to the right, left, side to side. So isometric hold on the tops of your thighs. Let them burn, let it be uncomfortable. You can do hard things. A couple more twists. All right, give me one more each side. All right, hold it, center your seat, lowers to a hover for 2. Lift right back up to that hinge. So lower, 2, hinge for 2. So with that lower, you're lowering your seat down just an inch above your heels. Don't let them tap. And then lifting your hips, press them back forward to that hinge. Your shoulders should be stacked over your hips as you lower down. Couple more. All right, one more. On this next one, we're going to catch that hover down. You tuck right to left, side to side. So little tiny tucks up your hips. You got it. Still fighting for that hover. Let the thighs burn out here. Hurts so good. Couple more. You're back upright, little relief. All right, one more each side. Go ahead, lift all the way back upright. Release your hands. They're gonna come behind your head. Elbows stay wide. Go ahead, re-tuck the hips up slightly. Abs in, 4 moves. You're gonna hinge back, lift up, seat lowers to a hover, then all the way back. So hinge, lift, lower, lift right back up. This should feel a little bit like some relief here, especially as you lift right back up to that starting point. You got it, you're almost there. 2 more. All right, good news. With this next one, you're gonna catch that hover, just the hips. Lift up, lower down, little lift, then lower. Go ahead, narrow the knees slightly. Keep your chest lifted, stacked right over your hips. Long spine. 2 more. Last one. Hold the hover, just tuck both hips. You tuck and tuck. You got it, so tucking your hips up and under, rocking them back to your ribs. This is where you finish your strongest. 10, push 1, that's 2, 3, 4, hang on, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower down. You did it, you made it. Be proud of yourself. Maybe lift up, let the thighs release here. That is a tough one. All right, we're gonna stretch it out. This should feel so good. So go ahead, just lift up to your knees for a second. You're gonna start to walk your hands forward, coming into that puppy pose. So maybe bring your forehead and chest down to the floor. Really stretch your arms long. Take a couple breaths right here. You deserve it. Recenter yourself, recenter that focus. Slowing your breath down. All right, from here, just slide forward onto your stomach. Rest your head for a second. You're gonna bend your right heel in towards your seat, grab onto your foot, and just start to pull, there we go. Pull your heel in towards your seat. So really stretching out that work you just did through the tops of your thighs. Go ahead, switch it out. Other side, left heel into your seat. Grab the top of your foot, pull in nice and tight. All right, release both feet, left foot. Now both heels into your seat. You're gonna grab onto the tops of both feet. Stay here if that feels good, pulling your heels in close. If you wanna go a little bit further, go ahead, start to lift and press into the tops of your hands. Slight arch in the back. Then go ahead, release your feet to the floor, press into the hands, make your way back into a child's pose. Just resetting the spine here if you took that bow pose. Couple breaths again. All right, roll all the way up. You can come to a seated position. Extend your right leg in line with your hip out to the side. Left leg comes in, ball of the foot or bottom of the foot into your thigh. Reach your right arm down, left arm reaches up and over. You're gonna take a big side bend here. So you lengthen through the left side body. Maybe you look up. And then lift the chest, slightly rotate over your leg, forward fold. Slowly roll on up, we'll switch sides. So left leg out, bend the right knee in, left arm down, right arm reaches up and over. Feel that lengthening through the ribs. And then square your shoulders and chest over your leg. Dive down, nose towards your knee. Good, float on up. Now just extend both legs out to the side. Feet are flexed. You're just gonna walk your hands forward, leading with the chest, releasing your inner thighs. Walk your hands back up. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees open wide. Your heels can be further out from you or a little bit closer depending on what stretch you want. But whatever you are, find that positioning, sit up tall, and then hinge forward right from the waist. Maybe press your knees down. Roll on up. Legs go out in front of you, zipped. Feet are flexed. Inhale, arms reach up. As you exhale, forward fold. Again, hinging from your hips. Avoid rounding through the back here. You can either even take a soft bend through both knees. That's going to help you really bend through the back a little bit better. Or sorry, bend through the hips, not your back. That's what we want to avoid. Go ahead and roll on up. And we'll come onto our backs. So just lie all the way back. Bend your feet into the floor. Right leg reaches straight up to the ceiling. Foot can be flexed or pointed. And then just grab onto your calf or your thigh. Pulling your leg in close. Maybe extending that bottom leg. Really stretching your right hamstring. Carefully start to bend your knee, flex your foot. Grab the outside or inside of your foot and just pull your leg towards your shoulder. So coming into that single leg happy baby. Go ahead, release on the leg back up, one more hamstring stretch, and then we'll switch it out. So extend the right leg, left leg straight up to the ceiling, either point or flex, whatever feels good. You can even do both. You're gonna grab your thigh or your calf, and just pull close to your chest. Just avoid grabbing right behind your knee. All right, go ahead, bend your knee, grab the inside or outside of your foot, single leg, happy baby. Release the leg back up to the ceiling. One more time, find that hamstring stretch. Then just float below both legs up to the ceiling. Think about hip width apart. Now I want you to flex your feet. Think toes down towards your chest. Legs are nice and straight. You should feel a deeper release to the hamstring and calf with that flexed foot. You can grab onto your thighs, pull them a little bit closer, maybe your calves. If you can reach for your toes, go ahead. Just make sure your low back stays flat on the floor here. And now carefully bend both legs, coming into your full happy baby. So grab the insides or outsides of your foot. Maybe take your two peace fingers, grab onto your big toe. Either find stillness for you if that feels good. Maybe add a gentle rock side to side. This is your stretch. You put in the work this morning or afternoon, or again, maybe evening, if that's when you're here. So you take whatever feels best for you. Go ahead, release. Bend your knees into your chest, coming into a tight little ball. Again, maybe stay still or add a rock side to side. Take a light grip behind your thighs. Roll yourself up to a seated position, crossing your ankles. Sitting up nice and tall. You have made it. Let's take a couple breaths right here just to end our class. So sitting up tall, big inhale, circle both arms out and overhead. Exhale, flip your palms away. Press anything away from you that you did not like today, that you don't want to carry with you. And again, big inhale, big reach up. All that negative energy, bad thoughts. Again, palms away. You're going to press it away. Press it out of your life. One more deep inhale in. Biggest reach up. Hands come to prayer. Lower them down in front of your heart. Giving yourself a really big round of applause. Be proud of all the work that you did today. You are so strong. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you liked it, and I hope to see you next time.